Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to the May edition of the Radius Community Call. I'm Reshma. I'm a product manager with the Radius team. So I'll be hosting today's community call. Welcome everyone. So would like to cover some logistics here. This call is definitely for the community. We are here to share latest about Radius, what's happening behind the scene and what's upcoming. Please utilize the chat to ask any questions you might have related to Radius. Also, if you have questions along the way, feel free to raise your hand and we'll unmute you. We also have a dedicated Q&A at the end. So if you want to hold on to your questions until the end, that is fine as well. So let's dive right into the agenda. Would like to share some new blog posts that we've published in the recent times, share updates on the roadmap and the .46 release. We also have a cool demo on the Radius control plane upgrade. Etkin will be demoing that. And we'll just open the floor for Q&A. So let's dive into the agenda. So some of the links that we would like to share for the community. So Discord is your go-to space to ask questions and get involved with the community. If you have any questions related to Radius or need help, both using Radius and also to contributing to Radius, just utilize Discord. We are pretty much active on Discord. So that's on Discord. And the second link is the Google group. So that is purely used for sending community call invites and release notes. There wouldn't be like much spam happening there. The third link here is the newest forum. Like we've created a LinkedIn page. So if you wanted to know about the latest news and updates about Radius, please subscribe to the LinkedIn page. So on the blog post, we published a couple of blog posts in the past month. The first one is on the a roadmap update. So last we did this update was at the 1 year mark of open sourcing Radius, which was 6 months back. So we thought, why not share another update on like what's been cooking inside Radius to the community. So this blog post basically details on what we've accomplished so far since late last year and like what's upcoming in the near or like the future releases. So if you've been like closely following the community call, this wouldn't be much of a surprise. It's just the same kind of updates that you've been seeing in the community call. So the second blog post here is from KubeCon London. So we had a lot of engagement around Radius at KubeCon. Jonathan did a joint talk with Millennium BCP. And we also had a lot of like audiences engaging with us on Radius. So we wanted to like share some of our learnings in the platform engineering space and then also let the community know on how Radius could help on certain aspects of platform engineering. So there's going to be a series of blogs on platform engineering, like right from letting the community know about how Radius could develop could help with like bringing an app-centric like developer experience, and then how platform engineers can like set up pay paths for their like developers on like setting guardrails in terms of like environment, setting up recipes, resource types. Like, please watch out this space. There's going to be a series of blogs all on platform engineering on like various aspects of how Radius could help improve the experience or like benefit aspects of the platform engineering space. So the links are attached here. Please take a look and let us know what you think. Um, so this is on the roadmap side. I will pass on to Will to share some updates on like what's happening on the Radius roadmap.
Yeah, thanks for that, Reshma. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Will Tsai. I am one of the maintainers on the Radius project. And today I'm here to talk to you about some of the progress we've made on the Radius roadmap items. So first of all, one thing that I want to, before we jump into the current priorities, I'll just show you real quick visually what we've changed this time around. So we've moved Radius control plane upgrades out from designing into developing. The feature spec and the design has been kind of iterated on, and it is now ready to be in developing phase. And in fact, later on, I believe there'll be a demo on the preview of these features. And then another thing that we did was we took specify application scaling behavior and reprioritized it back into the backlog. After kind of talking to some of the users and adopters of Radius, it was decided that that was a little bit low priority than some of the other items that have been brought up by community and adopters. So with that, we're actually bringing in two additional priorities that are currently in the designing phase. Both of these priorities are in support of the Radius custom user-defined types features. So specifically, we want to provide a manual resource provisioning option for these custom types. And then we also want to enable connections between all types, including the custom resource types, in addition to what's currently supported of connections between containers. And then, of course, we continue to work on some of the big ticket items, including custom resource user-defined resource types. We continue to work on serverless container platform integration, specifically starting with Azure Container Instances. And this will actually, we'll have a little bit more to talk about on that front in the next community call. So please, please stay updated on that. And then I mentioned before, control plane upgrades is now a developing priority. And then we have folks from the community helping with contributing PostgreSQL for the Radius data store to sort of move the, or to add PostgreSQL to Radius as an option for its data store. And then, as I mentioned earlier, we're moving back into the backlog the ability to specify application scaling behavior, as this was something that was deemed not quite as important as some of the other things that we had. So it's back in the backlog now. That being said, feel free to go visit our Radius roadmap and go add comments or go upvote things that matter to you. And we use those as signals from the community on what to prioritize and what to work on. So please do visit this link here, aka.ms radius-roadmap, and go give us some feedback on the roadmap items. So with that, I'll hand it back to you, Reshma, if you want to take control of the slides again.
Yeah, thanks, Will. Okay. So next up, wanted to share some updates on the .46 release. So we've removed dependencies on Dapper and PostgreSQL. So this is something that we enabled as part in our previous releases. This was causing the control plane installation to break in certain scenarios. So this was basically added to in preparation for the external data store feature, replacing etcd with the PostgreSQL database. So however, we found that these dependencies were breaking some of the installation scenarios. So we've decided to remove this for now, and we'll bring back this in a future release when the external data store feature is fully implemented and is ready to be delivered. So that was one of the changes that went in with .46 release. Otherwise, we are continuing progress on custom resource types. So this is in the final stages of getting delivered. We are working on putting together the docs, samples, and other sort of artifacts for the community to you consume or try out the experience and let us know what you think. So more updates to come in the next community call. As Will mentioned, serverless with ACI is also seeing continued progress. We should have more updates on that in our next release as well. So these are some quick updates or highlights from the .46 release. Wanted to highlight the good first issues here. So if you are interested in contributing to Radius, so this is a good place to get started. So the first link basically covers all the good first issues from across all repository in Radius. So This has like details around like where to get started, what kind of like changes are required. So if you are like curious to get started on the whole contribution side of things with Radius, good first issues are like should have like good issues for you to like get started on some of the like simple aesthetic related changes or like user experience related changes that are very simple. The second link here is on the front end experience. So if you are interested in contributing to the Radius dashboard, so this link should like have some issues that might interest you. Also, we are like continuously looking for opportunities to improve these issues. So if you get stumbled upon something, or if you need like more info on how to get started or how to navigate through the code base, let us know. We are like open to adding like more details and guidance on these issues. Also reach us through Discord as well, so we would be able to help you there as well. So that's on good first issues. Now, yeah, let's move on to the demo. So this has been something that Etkin and Will Smith from our team has been working on. So Etkin will be like demoing the prototype. Um, so over to you, Etkin.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Let me share my screen quickly. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also going to share this link, the link to the design document in the chat. So if anyone wants to take a look, take a look at it and leave reviews, it would be amazing. So yeah, hi everyone. My name is Yetkin, and I'm one of the engineers on the Radius team. Today, we are excited to walk you through one of our upcoming features, like Reshma mentioned, the Radius control plane upgrades. So as many of you know, upgrading Radius control plane right now is not very smooth. For example, if you are currently on version 0.45 and you hear that 0.46 is available, the process involves manually updating your CLI, uninstalling or reinstalling the uninstalling the current version of the control plane and then reinstalling to get the latest control plane. And to address this, we've designed a smoother in-place upgrade experience. We've prepared a design document outlining the development plan, as I shared in the chat. And we've talked in this design document, we've talked about the different strategies. We've also mentioned how we are going to tackle different features in Radius upgrade. So as I said, please feel free to check it out and then leave comments. We would love to get your feedback on this one. And yeah, then we can dive into the demo right now. So I'm working with a kind cluster. I have a kind cluster, as you can see here. It's also very easy to delete local clusters and then spin up a new one to do some local development. I have two terminals here. The one on top is Radius 0.45 CLI version, and the one in the bottom is the one with the updated code, the one with the Radius upgrade feature. So if you see here, when we run red version, it's going to tell you that it's 0.45 version. But if we do red version in this one, this is Edge version. This is the updated. So this is the updated one. And the latest available version is 0.46. As I said, I have two versions here, 0.45 and the Edge version. And yeah, I should also say that for people who want to contribute, it's getting Radius locally up and running and doing some changes and creating your custom binary is very easy. You just run make install and you are going to have, you will be able to test your updated code basically. And as part of this work, we've also enhanced the red version comment. As you see here, when you run red version on the 0.45, it only shows you the CLI version. But in the new one that's going to be released in 0.47, we have CLI version information and the control plane information. And as of now, because our cluster is new, you can see that we don't have Radius installed yet. So when you run red install Kubernetes, this is going to go and install Radius 0.45 to our kind cluster. And it's going to take like 20 seconds to install. After that, we should be able to see the control plane information change in our new red version command. So yeah, let's wait on this one a little bit. And as I said, this is the very simple version of Red Upgrade Kubernetes for now. We've decided to do a few different versions. You know, in this version, it's just going to be upgrading a very simple upgrade, but in version 2 and 3 and so on, we are going to add a lot of new features to Red Upgrade Kubernetes command. So just 1 second. We can also check if, okay, yeah, Radius 0.45 is installed. I'm going to run red version one more time with the 0.45 Radius CLI, and it's going to say the same thing. It doesn't have an idea of what the control plane version is, but when we run red version here in this one, as you see, this got updated to status installed and version 0.45. And we can confirm this by running Helm ls-n Radius system, which brings all the Helm releases installed in this namespace. We'll see that the app version for Radius is 0.45, and this is contour that comes with Radius. So in the new one, we have Red Upgrade available. So when we run Red Upgrade Kubernetes, and then right now we don't allow skipping versions. You know, you can't go from 0.45 to 0.47. So you can only do incremental upgrades. We can confirm this by trying to upgrade control plane version to 0.47. It's going to give you a very simple warning saying that you can't do this as of now. When we run upgrade Kubernetes to version 0.46, it's going to run some pre-flight checks. We are still working on that part. It's currently not taking a snapshot of the current installation, but it's going to be doing that in version 2. And behind the scenes, it basically goes and does a Helm upgrade, and it's going to upgrade the version of our control plane. And yeah, upgrade completed successfully. As you can see, when we run red version on this one, we'll see that the control plane information changed. Control plane version got updated to 0.46. We can also check this with Helm ls-n Radius system. As you see here, the app version also changed. We can do the same thing here. Yeah, Radius control plane version got upgraded to 0.46. And yeah, this is a very simple version of Red Upgrade Kubernetes, and we are going to be adding new features on top of this in our upcoming releases. This is going to streamline the upgrade process for Radius users. You will not need to run uninstall or do a reinstallation again. And yeah, that's basically a simple version of Red Upgrade Kubernetes. as I said, if you want to take a look at the development plan on all these design documents, they are here. It's there is a good discussion going on in this PR. If we check the development plan here, we have version 1 and version 2. In version 1, we finished with Will Smith. We finished almost all of them. It's mostly client updates, and then we are going to implement an upgrade lock mechanism so that when an upgrade is in progress, you should not be able to run another command that would change user data. That's what we are going to be working on soon. And we are going to complete the pre-flight checks. And in future versions, we are going to have migrations and rollbacks and user data backup and restoring that data if something goes wrong. And yeah, we are going to be adding a lot of different features to Red Upgrade Kubernetes. And that's my demo, I guess. Thank you.
Thanks, Edgar. If anybody has any questions, you can raise them. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. I can unmute you. Okay. I think that brings us to the end of the call. So just wanted to reiterate some of the links here. So the first link is the Discord. And the second one here is our GitHub repo. If you like what you see, start our repo. Join our Google group for like the community call invites and the release notes. So we'll be back soon with our next community call date. Meanwhile, if you have any questions or if you want to like share any sort of feedback, please engage with us on Discord. So I'm going to stop the recording here. And if folks have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat, or you can raise your hand. I can unmute you.